Are you tired of being the last to know when your application goes down? Stop playing defense and start reigning over your cloud. Welcome to the non-techie guide to Azure Monitoring and Observability, the complete master course designed to take you from a reactive firefighter to a proactive cloud strategist. In the next few minutes, we're going to unearth the secrets of the cloud. We'll move past the jargon to show you how to build a digital dashboard that works like a high-performance car. You'll learn how to use the brain of Azure to automate your alerts, deploy app doctors to find hidden bugs, and use digital investigators to search millions of records in a heartbeat. Whether you're worried about global outages or just want to ensure your users have a lightning-fast experience, this course gives you the blueprint. Don't just build an app, master the environment it lives in. Your journey from the road to the rain starts right now. Watch the full course and take control of your Azure world. Think of the application you just built as a brand new car. Engineering it was a massive achievement, but its true purpose begins the moment it hits the open road. To keep it running safely, you can't just fly blind. You need a dashboard to track your speed, a fuel gauge to warn you when you're low, and that critical check engine light for unexpected trouble. In the world of Microsoft Azure, we call this monitoring and observability. Monitoring is your car's dashboard. It watches for known problems and answers one simple question: is the system healthy? We track this through metrics, the hard numbers like CPU usage, and dashboards that give us a visual control center. If something goes wrong, alerts act like a smoke alarm, telling us exactly when to pull over and fix a problem. But what if the car stops and the dashboard doesn't say why? That's where observability comes in. It's more sophisticated, helping us understand the why behind the what. It relies on three pillars: logs, which are like a flight recorder of every event, metrics for the data trends, and traces, which follow a single user's journey through your entire system to find exactly where the delay is happening. Together, they ensure your digital journey stays smooth and your users stay happy. Welcome to your central control hub. If your cloud environment is a complex machine, Azure Monitor is the brain that makes sense of it all. It gathers data from every corner, your applications, virtual servers, and networks, and organizes it into one clear, unified picture. But a brain is only useful if it can react. That's why we set alarms or alert rules. You don't need to watch the screen 24/7. Azure does it for you. You can set metric alerts to email you if CPU usage spikes, or activity log alerts to warn the security team if a database is being deleted. For the real detectives, log search alerts use a language called KQL to spot hidden patterns, like a specific error appearing too many times in a single minute. When an alarm goes off, Azure doesn't just yell into the void. It triggers action groups. These are your preset responders. They can send a simple text or email to your team, or they can deploy automated robots like logic apps to jump in and fix the problem before a human even needs to wake up. It's about working smarter, not harder. Once you have the big picture from Azure Monitor, you often need to zoom in to see exactly what's happening under the hood. Azure provides two specialized tools for this level of detail: Application Insights and Log Analytics. Think of Application Insights as your app doctor. If you've built a web application, this is your best friend. It doesn't just watch, it diagnoses. It tracks failed requests to tell you why a user saw an error, monitors performance to find your slowest loading pages, and analyzes user behavior to see which features people actually use. It even runs web tests, sending pings from cities like London or Tokyo to ensure your site is healthy across the globe. Then we have Log Analytics, our Investigator. Imagine a giant digital filing cabinet that stores every detailed record from every resource you own. Using a powerful language called KQL, you can ask it incredibly complex questions. You can search through millions of records in seconds to find a specific needle in the haystack, like identifying every user who had a checkout error in the last hour. Together, these tools move you from guessing to knowing. Sometimes the roadblock isn't your code, it's the cloud itself. Microsoft Azure is a massive global infrastructure, and like any physical system, it requires maintenance and faces occasional outages. To keep your application running, you need to know exactly where the fault lies. Azure Service Health is your personalized radar for the cloud's condition. It starts with Azure Status, a global map showing if services are up or down generally. But for your specific needs, it offers Service Health, which sends alerts if a data center in a region you use is having power issues. It goes even deeper with Resource Health, which tells you if your specific virtual machine is healthy or if it's struggling because of a hardware problem on Azure side. Then, we have to look at the pipes connecting your services, Azure Network Watcher. When things aren't communicating, this tool helps you troubleshoot the connection. You can use IP Flow Verify to check if a security rule is accidentally blocking your traffic, or perform a packet capture to literally catch the data envelopes as they travel. This allows you to inspect them for issues and ensure your data is moving exactly where it needs to go. Having the tools is one thing, but using them effectively is another. A strong monitoring strategy follows a specific cycle that moves you from being reactive to proactive. It starts with defining your goals, KPIs. Don't monitor everything just because you can. We set specific key performance indicators. For example, maybe you want to guarantee uptime, ensuring your site is available 99.9% of the time. Or perhaps latency is your priority, aiming for pages to load in under 2 seconds. Next is data collection and management, where you decide on data retention. Storing detailed logs for audits is great for security, but can get expensive. Most companies find the sweet spot. They keep detailed logs for 30 to 90 days and then archive older data to cheap storage. Finally, we have the feedback loop. Monitoring isn't a set-it-and-forget-it task. As your application grows, your old alerts might become noisy, triggering too often for small things. You must regularly review your dashboards and alerts to ensure they still provide value. This iterative process is the heart of a reliable, professional cloud application. We've traveled from the open road to peak performance, mastering the tools that keep your Azure applications running smoothly. We started with the basics, monitoring to watch for known problems like a car's dashboard, and observability to investigate the why behind the what, using logs, metrics, and traces. We then met the brain of our operation, Azure Monitor, where we set smart alarms and automated our response with action groups. For those closer looks, we utilized our App Doctor, Application Insights, to heal web apps, and our Investigator, Log Analytics, to search through millions of records in seconds. Finally, we looked at the bigger picture, keeping the lights on with Service Health and fixing our network pipes with Network Watcher. By defining clear goals and staying in a constant feedback loop, you've moved from being reactive to proactive. You're now ready to manage your cloud environment with total confidence.